Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 151 of the world's longest tenured Denver Nuggets spin-off podcast. Welcome to the fifth season of the DNVR Nuggets' Serbian Corner. My name is Miroslav, and before we begin, please take a moment to like the video on YouTube. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the DNVR Sports YouTube channel and the DNVR Nuggets podcast channel. The audio version is ideal for your commute or to make your office or home office time more bearable. If you want to support the show more directly, you can become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/MiroslavCuk, just like my Seco tier supporters Peter Plummer, Daniel Lynch, and Brian Johnson. Patreon supporters can enjoy the ad-free audio version of this show. They can also submit ideas for guests and topics for the show and appear on the show during the summer, as it is game show month. Again, I've prepared even crazier trivia games than ever before, and we're going to see them in like 10 minutes. First, the intro for today's show. The Serbian national team will start its Eurobasket 2025 training camp in 2 days. The new/old head coach is Svetislav Kari-Pešić, but he hasn't announced which 16 or 18 players will compete for 12 spots in the tournament. He will announce the list on the day that the camp starts, on Monday, which means he is giving someone the longest possible time to decide if they're ready for the camp. I will not speculate on who that somebody is. We will discuss each Serbian candidate in detail upon my return from summer break. I wanted to make a preview of the tournament itself today. First of all, there are going to be a lot of stars involved. So far, we know Victor Wembanyama will not play for France, which is bad for their chances, but on the flip side, Rudy Gobert will also not play, which is good for their chances. The newest Nugget, Jonas Valanciunas, will play for Lithuania, and their other tower, Domantas Sabonis, won't. Again, this is good news for Lithuania because they never figured out how to play with both of these big guys together. Greece will have Giannis, Bosnia will have Yusuf Nurkic and Luka Garza, France will have Risa Sar and Yabusele, Germany will have Franz Wagner, Schroeder and Daniel Theis, but don't sleep on Andreas Obst, who is probably the best shooter never to play in the NBA. Israel will have Danny Avdia, Italy, Dante Di Vincenzo, Simone Fontecchio, and Nicolo Melli. Latvia will have Kristaps Porzingis and Davis Bertans. Montenegro will have Nikola Vucevic, and Poland will have Jeremy Sohan. Even Portugal will have Nimia Skieta, Slovenia, Luka Doncic and Vlatko Čančar, Spain with Santi Aldama and the Hernan Gomez brothers. And finally, Turkey will have Chedi Osman, Alperen Şengün, and Omer Yurtseven. Eurobasket will be held in 4 countries with 6 teams in each group. The group that interests me the most is in Riga, Latvia, where Serbia will play against the hosts, Latvia, then Turkey, as well as Estonia, Portugal, and Czech Republic. The other groups will play in Tampere in Finland, Limassol in Cyprus, and Katowice in Poland. After the group play, the 4 best teams from each group will form a top 16 bracket and play in win-or-go-home games to the very end. The final stage will be in Riga, so Team Serbia will not have to move for the second part of the tournament. Okay, that's enough of an intro for today. That's as long as of a rant you can survive with me. Please let me introduce my guests / contestants for this week. First, one of the most positive Nuggets fans I've had the chance to meet in cyberspace and hopefully soon in real life, a lawyer by day and a Nikola Jokic defender by night. It's last season's game show champion from Chicago, Illinois. It's Daniel Lynch. Welcome back to the show, Dan.
Thank you so much. And I will say that if you're going to have a client, have an easy one like Nikola
Jokic. We are learning the small secrets of trade. So then I recently found out that you are a part of a very famous family. What can you tell us about your brother and your sister?
Well, I was interestingly, and I'll plug my brother's TV show. On Amazon Prime, you will find Ballard. It's the #1 show on Amazon Prime, so we're excited about that. We hope it gets a pickup. It's a police procedural, and anybody who likes those will love this show. It has Maggie Q on it. It was easy on the eyes, so I encourage everybody to go and watch Ballard. Anyway, my brother is, in fact, John Carroll Lynch, and my sister is a relatively well-known comedian named Nora Lynch.
Yes.
And yeah, so they followed in my footsteps. I'm the oldest of this trio, and I taught them everything they know, and they went off and did okay.
Next time you talk to your brother, just tell him I loved him in Crazy Stupid Love. It's one of the best episodes in that movie, and it's a movie I really enjoyed. Okay, next we have my personal bowling coach and a wonderful baker. He is also a model and a podcast host, previously from Maryland and more recently from Arvada, Colorado. It's Rayvone Hackshaw. Welcome back to the show, Ray.
I appreciate it. Such a nice intro, and I have to return the kindness. Dobar dan, brate, kako si?
Hvala na pitanju, vrlo dobro. Thank you so much for coming, Ray. What have you been up to this summer?
Doing a little bowling. I did a commercial, as you kind of mentioned, and yeah, kind of reorienting my whole. I have a workshop downstairs now.
What's the commercial for?
It's for a company called Wise. It's like an international payment transfer currency exchange platform. I'm a background character, but when it comes out, I'll let you know.
Excellent. Oh, please.
We want a link to the YouTube on that.
Yeah. We need to get that one. I'm sure you've crashed it like you do with your other ventures. Okay, last but not least, an absolute superstar of the Nuggets Twitter, a wonderful singer, a professional photographer / videographer from Colorado Springs. It's Jeremy Nicolls. Welcome back to the show, Jeremy.
Wow, thank you. As always, glad to be back with my guys, and it's just so cool, right? I mean, how many times have we just done podcasts in general? I got to see Ray, got to see Dan, and we all talk on Twitter, and obviously Miroslav, we all talk all the time, so it's really cool just kind of being here. It's awesome.
Yeah. Talking is kind of our thing, so
yeah, it is.
When we like it so much, why just don't record it and share it with the world?
Right.
So exactly. I've been following you on Facebook because I'm old, and I have seen you have been on some nice trips recently. Would you like to give us some travel tips, maybe?
Travel tips? Well, I'd say this. I went to Honduras, and I thought I wouldn't, not necessarily a tip. I would just tell somebody, if you have never been to Honduras, I would say to go, right? It is so beautiful out there. The food was so amazing, right? Just getting a chance to just be out by the beach and zip lining and all types of stuff. It was something that I had never experienced before. So getting a chance to do that, I thought it was really cool. So if you've never been to Honduras, please go.
It sounds wonderful. How would you compare it to Trinidad?
Well, you know what? It's similar, right? It's similar because of that island vibe, being by the water, right? A lot of natural food, not a lot of processed stuff that you're getting when you're out there. But I think it's just the difference is obviously Trinidad is home. Right? Trinidad is home. So I'm so used to that. But when you go somewhere else, even though there are similar things, it just feels different because it's not exactly what it is when you're home. So I mean, listen, I'm never going to put a place over Trinidad. I'm sorry. But Honduras is just a beautiful place, man. Beautiful people. The hospitality was amazing.
I love it. I really love it. Okay, gents. So I think it was on Monday, Adam had a really nice segment on the main DNVR show when he talked about why the Nuggets fans should be excited about Nikola Jokic presumably playing at the Eurobasket. He just made some really nice points there. But I wonder, how do you guys feel about Nikola Jokic and to a lesser extent Jonas Valanciunas playing at the Eurobasket instead of maybe resting during the offseason? Let's start with Dan.
Well, I mean, you want your guys to stay in shape. Obviously, there are certain nuggets that people comment about. At least I've heard. So you want your guys to stay in shape. So what better way to stay in basketball shape than having some international friendlies? Well, maybe not so friendly. It's okay. But I'm perfectly fine with it. My take on it is, now that we have Valanciunas, I would hope that Jokic would get a little more rest during the season, both playing somewhat fewer minutes, but also, like, why is he suiting up against the Pelicans on a Tuesday night?
It's true. Ray, do you have a different perspective on whether Nikola should or shouldn't play from your angle?
There's always some concern about overburdening him in the long run, but at the same time, I like the international play because I feel like it gives him an opportunity to play in a different context, and I feel like every time he's done it, he's brought back something, like some nugget of wisdom, or just like a lesson learned about leadership, about competitiveness, or whatever it might be, and seems to apply that to his Nuggets experience. So I'm pretty supportive, and I hope he wins this time.
Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with the guys here. I think it is cool to just get a chance to watch Jokic play in the summer, right? Like, I mean, we get to see him throughout the NBA season, but it's like, hey, I'm gonna support whatever. Like, when I see him playing overseas, it's just really cool. And obviously, representing Serbia is gonna be real cool to watch. You kind of have that thing in the back of your head where it's like, I hope this is not a situation where he gets injured, but in a situation for us, it's like, history will tell us he's not that injury prone. Yes, he'll have something light here and there, but for the most part, he has been durable throughout his career, right? So I think we don't necessarily have to worry too much about that. And like you said, with Valanciunas backing him up, I think I'm okay with him resting at times this season because we have an actual backup center. I know we had the whole debacle with the whole Greek team and such, but that has all been squared away now, I hope. So no, I'm excited. I just think it's a great opportunity for us to get to watch him play some more ball. I'm not worried about anything else, and I want him to be in shape too.
You three are not regular people. You are true diehards. Somebody who appreciates, not only the players, but the kind of personalities they have as well. And I don't have to fool you into rooting for Nikola and Team Serbia this summer, especially because it's just extra basketball to watch during the time when we don't have it. But I wanted to say something to the Nuggets fans who wouldn't give a rat's ass for Joker's personal wishes outside of Denver. You should be happy every time he gets the chance to compete at the FIBA competitions because he is, believe it or not, still growing as a player, and he always comes with something new, as Ray mentioned, from those experiences. Basketball is the game of deception. I look left and pass the ball right. I pump fake and then run straight around you while you're still waiting, trying to get back on the ground. And deception is what players from Yugoslav school of basketball were always great at. They're not the fastest. They don't jump very high. They are strong as an oxen, to be fair, but they're always ready to trick you on either side of the ball. And the guys learn each other tricks, and there are plenty of tricks to be learned in 4 weeks with the national team. Also, players are very ready, as you guys mentioned, for training camps after Eurobasket ends. So as Michael Scott would say, it's not a win-win situation, it's a win-win-win situation. So if we get to watch Nikola in several friendlies, and then we get to watch him for 2.5 weeks of Eurobasket, that means just, I mean, it might be a bit selfish from our side. We don't want to be deprived of basketball. On the other hand, I do know that playing for national team means a lot to him. And yes, Serbia is starving for a gold medal. The last Eurobasket gold medal was 24 years ago. The last gold medal overall was 23 years ago. So yeah, we are starving for it, and hopefully we will get the chance to get it this time. Okay, let's take a short break, and after that, we're gonna start our game show for today. Don't go anywhere. Okay, guys, we are back, and per usual, this is the only game show in the world that starts with a tiebreaker game. I don't want to get nervous at the end of the show, not knowing who should be the winner of the show. We will decide that before the show starts, unless there's somebody who will win more than one game after it. So let's start up the tiebreaker game. And this time around, what I did, I went to the basketball reference, which is kind of my Bible. And I typed in 3 letters in the search bar, and the letters are M-A-N because of Adelman. David Adelman we are all Adelman because of him. So I typed in M-A-N, and you will try to guess which 10 guys appear under this search right after I type these 3 letters. I have to warn you that this might be the full name, it might be the full last name, or it might be a part of a first name or a last name as well of the person that will appear under this search bar. Per usual, we will start alphabetically by first name, so Dan will get the first pick, and Jeremy will get the second one, and then Ray will round up the game.
Okay, so this is just you went to the basketball reference search bar.
Yes.
And you typed M-A-N.
Yes, 3 letters. And which I actually don't have 10 guys. I only have 7 guys that appeared under this M-A-N. So I'm going to give everybody 2 chances to guess which players appeared here.
And they have to be players.
Yeah, all of them are either NBA or ABA players, if that helps. You can see that on the graphic as well. So we will do the snake draft. Dan will get the pick number 1 and pick number 6. Jeremy will get picks 2 and 5, and Ray will get 3 and 4. So Dan, what would be your guess?
This is brutal.
It is brutal. Yeah,
brutal.
This is why.
I wonder whether Rick Adelman ever played in the NBA. Apparently not.
Okay. Last piece of advice for everybody: M-A-N is at the start of everybody's first name or last name. It's not like a last part of a name or last name.
Oh, there's so many baseball Mannies.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think of a single NBA player that is a Manny. Manfreds. I mean, the NBA is just stacked with Manfreds. And I can't, I'm going to have to say somebody. Hold on.
Yeah. Or you can pass. Yeah,
I know, but
you might get an idea for your second try, though.
Hold on. You can give me 30 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, pass.
Okay. Jeremy, do you have a guess?
Man.
This is the first man wins.
Let's go with Manu Ginobili.
That is number 1.
Excellent.
Manu Ginobili is number 1. That is 7 points for Jeremy. Manu Ginobili is number 1 on the list. Ray, 2 guesses for you.
Give me. I have 2 more ideas beyond this 2.
Okay.
But give me Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann is number 5 on the list. That's 3 points for you.
Give me Manute Bol.
Manute Bol is number 6.
Oh, that's good.
As the number 1 Bol fan in the league, apparently.
Yes.
Got to be
the late great Manute Bol.
Okay.
That's 2 points. 2 more points for you, Ray. Jeremy.
Ooh, okay. Well, since you went with Terrence, I'm gonna go with Trey. So let's go Trey Man.
Yes, Trey Man is number 7 on the list, so that's 1 more point for you. Then
It makes no difference at all, so I'm passing again.
That's smart. As we spoke before the show, sometimes you need to pick your battles and save your energy for something that will yield more.
My brain can only take so much racking.
So Jeremy is the winner of the tiebreaker game, but just for the fun of it, Jeremy, do you have another pick, and then Ray maybe, just to see how it would go with the third pick?
No, when I first saw the word that you put up there, the first one I thought was Dennis Rodman, right? Like that's but then you said it's like the first part of their name.
Yes.
I couldn't come up with another. I'm actually glad that the game just ended, because I legit have nothing.
I was about to.
Okay, Ray
as well. I was gonna say like Emmanuel Mudiay or Quickly. I don't know if that comes up or not.
Okay, I will show you now the entire list. So these are the 7 guys that appears when Jeremy wins. Yeah, Danny Manning.
There is a Manny.
Yeah, and that's
Leaks,
Manny Leaks. Never heard of him. Ed Manning, also very, very from the old times. And you got all the other guys. So you actually did great. You got 4 out of 7 from this very difficult game. Okay, let's now move straight to the game number 1. And game number 1 will be started by Jeremy, who won the tiebreaker game. Let me just go there. So Jeremy will be the first one. Second one will this time be Ray, and then Dan will round it up. So here is the game. I'm stalling because I'm typing. Game number 1 is called Who Had the Most Games with Box Plus Minus. Let me just turn off the comments real quick, because that will help. So who had the most games with a box plus minus of 0 or better last season for the Nuggets? So box plus minus, for those who doesn't know, is a one number stat that takes everything from the box score on offensive and defensive part of the court and tries to calculate whether the player had a positive or a negative impact in a game, in a season, or in its entire career. So we are looking at the 1 game box plus minus scores for each Nuggets player, and basically a box plus minus of 0 means the player played at the level of a good starter or a 6th man. Plus 2 means he is like one of the best starters or the best player on the team. Plus 4 goes to all-star consideration and stuff like that. If you go negative, that means you've played worse than an average player in the NBA. So I was saying all of this to give you some time to think about it. Jeremy, who would you guess had the most games with a positive box plus minus last season for the Nuggets? We are only talking about regular season.
Yeah, regular season. I mean, I feel like every question we ask about which player had a good thing, you try to pick the player that usually has the best thing. So I think my answer is going to be Nikola Jokic. I'm just
Nikola Jokic is number 1 on the list. That is 10 points for Jeremy, and this is why, guys, you should win the tiebreaker game. Get the first pick in the second game. Okay, Ray, what will be your guess? By the way, Nikola Jokic had 68 games with a positive box plus minus last season.
Wow.
Okay, so I think you want to pick someone who obviously is good, positive player, but also played a lot of games.
That's right.
And since this is a Nuggets show, I'm gonna stay with the Nuggets and pick Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. is number 3 on the list. He had 40 such games. Number 3, Michael Porter Jr. Dan, what will be your guess?
Well, you also have to play a lot, right?
Yes.
So I'd be curious, did Jokic end up with like 70 games and something like that? What's amazing is that there was any game that did Nikola Jokic play 68 games?
Yeah, I think he played something like 74.
Like there was a game, like there was a game he was below 0.
Yeah,
Really?
obviously, yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Christian Brown.
Christian Brown is number 2 on the list with
Yeah.
41 such games. That was a really good try. So you guys got all the top 3. Now we are not doing the snake draft this time around, so Jeremy is back on the clock.
Ooh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go with. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a totally different route. Let's go with Russell Westbrook. I'm curious. I'm actually curious by this.
Russell Westbrook is number 4 on the list. 7 points for you. That was an amazing guess. Russell Westbrook had 33 such games, so a bit less than half of the games last season. But yeah, that was a really good season from Russell Westbrook. The regular season, definitely, he helped the Nuggets a lot. Ray, what will be your second guess?
I'm often critical, but Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray is number 6 on the list, which means you will get 5 points for his number of games is 31. 31 positive box plus minus games for him last season. Dan, you still have number 5 available.
I mean, if it was percentage of games, I'd have to go with Aaron Gordon, but he missed a lot of time last year. But I'm going to say Aaron Gordon anyway.
Aaron Gordon is number 5. Yes, he had more positive box plus minus games than Jamal Murray, even with all the games. Lost 32 games for Aaron Gordon. Okay, Jeremy, back to you. You've got all the top 6 guys, so now we have guys from 7 to 10. And I think there are some surprises there, but I'm not going to say anything more than that.
Okay, let's see who else we got. Because interestingly enough, I was going to say Aaron Gordon last time, but I thought about the whole games miss, and that's why I pivoted to Russ. Let's go with, no, he didn't play a whole bunch. But at the end of the year, he did. Let's go with Julian Strawther.
Julian Strawther is number 10 on the list.
Okay.
22 games. Sorry, he's tied for number 9. So that's 2 points for you. There's another guy that also had 22 such games like Julian Strawther. We are back to Ray. Your last guess.
This is tough. This is a tough one. We're out of the top 7-ish. Not going to be easy. So I am going to go out on a limb, Peyton Watson.
Peyton Watson is number 7. That was a great guess,
Nice.
Ray. That is 4 points for you. So, Dan, now you have a chance. Let me see. Jeremy has 19 points. Ray has 17 points. And you have 15. So you would need 4 to tie it. And there's not 4 is not available. So Jeremy's going to win the game. But still, let's try to guess who is at number 8 or tied at number 9.
Strawther and Watson are gone.
Yes. The Nuggets weren't very deep last season. So this is why this gets interesting.
All right. I'm just going to pass.
Saving
I
the
can't
energy
win.
again. Saving the energy again. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's now see the whole list. So, as I said, 68 for Nikola Jokic.
that. Oh, okay.
Yes, DeAndre Jordan had
DeAndre
23.
Jordan?
That was my next
23
guess.
such games. And Jalen Pickett also had 22 games
Wow.
with positive box plus minus. And considering how few games he played in, that's pretty impressive for Jalen Pickett.
So Jalen Pickett probably only played about 40 games. I don't know.
Yeah,
I could look
I'm
that
pretty
up,
sure
but
he
that's about
didn't play
right.
more than 40
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, that's a good result for him. So Joker 68, Christian Brown 41, Michael Porter 40, Russell Westbrook 33, Aaron Gordon 32, Jamal Murray 31, Peyton Watson 24, and etc.
So close
So,
with Mike.
so Jeremy, congrats on winning game number 1. And since you have the tiebreaker as well, only if somebody wins both games 2 and 3, you will not be a champion of today's show. But let's not, jump the wagon.
No, I've learned not to do that. Trust me. Especially, see, listen, when Dan start doing this, I get nervous. So like, I don't.
Okay, let's take one more short break, and then we'll go straight to game number 2. Don't go anywhere.
As
Okay,
usual. Go ahead.
We are back. And Jeremy again starts game number 2 as a winner of game number 1. And game number 2 has a short, snappy title. Which Nuggets player had the longest streak of games with at least one 3-pointer made last season, regular season, and playoffs combined? So, which Nuggets player made at least one 3-pointer in the most consecutive games last season? This is not something that's easily parsed out through regular stats. You need some advanced searching tools for that. So, Jeremy, who would be your guess? Let me just type in your names so I don't mess everything up. So now Dan will be number 2. And Ray will be number 3, and we will again not do the snake draft but a normal draft.
Okay. Longest streak of games with at least one 3-pointer made last season.
Yes, both in regular season and playoffs.
Regular season and playoffs. Okay,
if that makes any difference.
I mean, I don't know if I should use my same logic from last game. Because I know we have a number of players who you would think would be high on this list, but they weren't. But you know what? Just because I did it last game, I'm still going to say Nikola Jokic just because.
Yes, Nikola Jokic is on the list of top 9 guys who are on this list. So that means you will get at least a point for your guess. And Nikola Jokic is number 6 on the list, which means you are getting 4 points for your guess. Nikola Jokic had a streak of 12 games, consecutive games with at least one 3-pointer made. Dan, what will be your guess?
Well, first of all, Jeremy's strategy is the right one, even if it didn't work this time.
I tend to agree.
Okay.
That's a fair motivation.
I'm surprised that there are 5 players on this list, especially how well Jokic shot the 3-ball last year.
Yeah, true.
I think the reason for
good.
him not being higher here is because he just took some games without shooting the 3 at all. Like he wasn't feeling it, and he would just do other stuff.
Right.
You never know what you get with Joker every night.
Hey, he lets the game come to him, famously. So, all right, I'm going to go with MPJ.
MPJ is number 2 on the list. He's tied for number 2. So that means 8 points for you, Dan. MPJ had 18 consecutive games. So there's one more guy with 18, and there's somebody else with more than 18. Ray.
Gonna go with Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray is number 1 on the list with 31 straight games of at least one 3-pointer made. That was a long.
We gotta get his volume up. I mean, the guy is so good from out there.
Yes.
I really hope that once we get a little more secondary ball handling, that's going to free up some spot ups for Jamal.
That is very true. 31 games for Jamal Murray. We are back to Jeremy. what is your next second guess?
Let's go with. I mean, this guy, every time he touches the floor, all he likes to do is shoot threes. So I'm gonna go with Julian Strother again.
Julian Strother is number 4 on the list,
Yeah.
which means you are getting 6 points for this guess. He had a streak of 13 games, so one more than Nikola Jokic. And I'm just realizing Nikola Jokic is actually tied for 5th. He is not 6th, so that means that your first guess was actually 5 points and not 4. So
I'm not mad at that. All right. I'll take the extra point.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, and you will at the end you will see the whole list, so you will know I'm not just messing up the standings right now. Dan, what will be your second guess?
Aaron Gordon really shot the 3-ball well last year. And it did not seem forced. It really seemed natural. I just mentioned that for the hopium for next year. But I'm going to go with Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon is number 2 on the list. That is a great guess. Aaron Gordon, as well as Michael Porter Jr., had 18 straight games with at least 1 3-pointer made. Another 8 points for Dan. Ray, you have a chance to guess somebody who is at positions 7, 8, or 9 on this list, because you all got top 6.
Okay. Best guesses are gone. I'm between 2 players. And because I feel like they had disappointed in the playoffs, but I think they had a pretty good regular season, so I'm going to bet on them. Christian Braun.
Christian Braun is number 7 on the list.
Nice.
That will be 3 points for you, Ray. That was the best available answer. He had 11 games straight, just one fewer than Russell Westbrook. Damn it.
Hey,
Process
listen,
of elimination.
it was going up next regardless. So
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, Jeremy gets a free.
it was going up regardless. So you're good.
5 points for Russell Westbrook. Yes, he is tied with Nikola Jokic with 12 straight games. So Jeremy ends the game with 16 points. Dan already has 16. So Dan, you need to guess one of the last 2 on the list, not to be tied with Jeremy.
So this is 9 and 10. These are 9 and 10.
8 and 9. 8 and 9.
Okay,
so 2 or 1 point.
I gotcha. So I got it. Okay. Most consecutive games with the 3-pointer. I mean, I'm just going to go with the guy who played a lot, and that's Peyton Watson.
Peyton Watson is number 8 on the list. 9 straight games. 2 points for them. Ray, do you want to guess the last guy on the list?
Oh, wow. Who's left? Is it?
There's not much left.
Is it Jalen Pickett?
Jalen Pickett is number 9 with 5 straight games with at least 1 3-pointer made. Dan wins game number 2, and now you will see the entirety of the list. So Jamal Murray, huge, 31 games. Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter, 18. Julian Strother, 13. Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic, 12. Christian Braun, 11. Peyton Watson, 9. And Jalen Pickett, 5. I had a blooper with revealing Russell Westbrook's name. So I'm kind of glad Jeremy didn't win on my blooper in this game. Somehow I get off the hook, even though I'm the worst game.
I do want to emphasize how low the stakes are here.
It is very true. It is very true.
This is life and death for me. I don't know
about all the spoils the winner will get. Yeah, the stakes are not very high. Okay, let's take a last break before we go to the most famous game of Denver Nuggets Trivia Game Show. Don't go anywhere. Okay, guys, we are back. And the last game, of course, is can I have your full name, sir / madam? This is the game where Dan was a real champion last season. But we will see. We will see what's gonna happen this time around. So for anybody who's watching the show for the first time, or maybe just a couple of times, so they didn't remember, this is a name mashup game in which I create a relatively long name by joining two people's names together and mash them up in the middle. That sounds confusing, so here's an example. If I tell you the first person is a former Nugget drafted in 2014, and the second person is the most handsome DNVR Nugget outside of this show, your answer would be Gary Harrison Wind. Okay, so Dan, here is your first clue. You will all get 3 clues for both of these names. And if Dan doesn't know, I will move to Ray. And if Ray doesn't know, Jeremy will get the third crack at the clue. So, Dan, your first clue goes like this. The first person isn't a person. It is a town in Colorado. The second person was born in 2001 in Shawnee Mission, Kansas. If you guess after one clue, you will get 3 points. These points are only for this game. This game carries only 1 point at the end, but internal points are important as well. If you guess after second clue, it's 2 points. After third clue, 1 point.
Pass.
Okay, Ray, any ideas?
It kills me because I think I know who the second person is.
Okay, the second person, they're born in 2001, so they're 24.
It's true.
Well, it could be 23 still.
They could be 23 still. That's possible.
Late 23.
It'll take me 30 minutes to think about it, so I'm going to pass for now.
Okay, Jeremy?
I despise this game with every fiber of my being, but
you're a winner.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. I have there's nothing going on in my head right now with this. So let's go ahead. And
okay, don't worry about it. It's very, very, very rare for anybody to guess after only one clue. Second clue for both names. Dan. The first person isn't a person. It is a town in Colorado whose population in 2020 was 7,004. The second person is a basketball player who has played for Stanford University.
Okay. I'm going to say it's Aspen Sir Jones.
Incredible job.
Wow.
Incredible job by Dan Lynch.
Oh!
The city of Aspen and Spencer Jones mash up as Spencer Jones. That is 2 points. 2 points for Dan.
Dan, you
Incredible
are
work.
something else in this game.
Incredible
man. You
work.
are something else.
No, the other thing is there's only 7,000 people that live there, but basically all the money in the world.
Yeah, I did not think about Aspen.
Not at all.
Because nobody lives there. Everyone just works there. They just live somewhere else. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna go there next time I'm around. Okay. Second combination is for Ray. So Ray, I hope you're ready.
I hope so too.
Your first clue goes like this. The first person was born in 2002 in Las Vegas, Nevada. The second person was born in 1940 in Chicago, Illinois, where Dan Lynch resides.
I'm gonna pass for now.
Jeremy?
Don't let me extend the show.
No, I'm gonna pass. I'm so bad at this.
I'm also passing.
Okay. We are saving energy for clue number 2. Ray. The first person is a basketball player who went to Gonzaga University. The second person is a jazz musician, band leader, and composer.
I am a jazz fan. I should know this. But I don't want to give them extra time to think, so I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I know the first person.
Okay.
Same.
That second person, oh my gosh. 1940 Chicago, Illinois.
That's young for a jazz musician.
Wow, man. I can't get that connection. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass again. This sucks.
Okay, Dan?
Pass.
Okay. Final clue.
We all know who the first person is.
Yeah,
The
for
first
sure.
person is a
yeah.
Denver Nugget. The second person plays the keyboards. He used to play with Miles Davis, won an Oscar for the original score for Round Midnight in 1986, and played in movies like Valerian and the City of Thousand Planets and Indecent Proposal. So we are talking about somebody who is a musician, a composer, an actor, somebody who made
I don't
scores for
know.
movies.
And
Born in
honestly,
1940.
I can't have Jeremy winning again, so I don't even want to win this
Chicago,
round. All right, I'm a pass. Dan, I believe in you.
It's up to me.
No,
I'm next.
Well, between us.
Jeremy is next.
Okay.
Jeremy is next.
Jeremy is next, but between us, I believe in you.
I appreciate you, Ray.
I'm very petty.
Oh man. Wow, this is crazy. Pass. I can't get that second name. I just can't.
Okay, it's obvious that it's Julian Straub Thelonious Monk.
That is very close, but it's not correct. It's not correct.
That's a great guess. That's a great guess, though.
Yeah, the right answer is Julian Herbie
Herbie
Hancock.
Hancock.
Oh, good. That's good.
Look at
That
these two
you're
cats.
mashing it up. No
Look
doubt
at
about
these
it. You're
two
mashing
cats.
it up.
I love this mashup.
That
I'm
is
so proud of
that's
it.
awesome. That is
Killing
awesome.
me. That's
Okay.
great.
Herbie Hancock. I was actually
You
talking
g-
about Herbie Hancock last week on the show, but yeah, nobody picked that up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, it's one of
Good.
my favorite composers of all time.
I can't
Herbie
believe
Hancock.
he's 84. Is he still with us, Herbie Hancock?
Yeah, he is, and he's still
Okay.
active. He
Wow.
still plays. He's amazing. He's amazing, and hope he'll stick around for much longer than that. Okay,
Okay.
now we go to Jeremy, and Jeremy, your combination goes like this. The first person was born in 2002 in Goodyear, Arizona. The second person is not a person, it is a historical region in West Asia.
Goodyear, Arizona, 2002.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
So 23 years old.
23. And the second one is not a person, it's a historical region in Asia, West Asia.
In West Asia, yes.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm definitely not going to get on the first one, so I'm going to go ahead and pass.
Okay, Dan, any ideas?
Also pass. Hard pass.
Okay, Ray?
Pass with prejudice.
I have a guess, but I don't think they're going to get it either. So I'm going to pass for now.
Okay. Jeremy.
Because we all studied up on our historical regions of West Asia.
We did, yes.
Of course.
Jeremy, you get a chance now to win the whole show if you win 2 points from the second clue. The first person played basketball for Dayton Flyers. The second person is not a person, it is a historical region situated within the Tigris-Euphrates river system.
Okay. You know what? Oh. Gosh, this is tough. I'm gonna just take a guess because I actually don't know either of these parts. So I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna guess Zeke Najing something. Like I can't figure out that last piece, but that's where I'm going with it. I don't know. I don't know.
That is not correct.
I figured that. Yeah.
Dan?
Duran Holmes, Mesopotamia.
That is correct, Dan, again.
Oh my gosh. What?
Incredible work.
That is
by
not
Dan
was my
Lynch
guess.
Again. Duran Holmes, Mesopotamia. Yes, that is correct. The last clue was the first person is a Denver Nugget, and the second person is not a person. It is a historical region located in today's Iraq and was home to ancient Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians.
I know they thought I was kidding when I said I was studying up on West Asian historical regions.
See, I was going to go with like Zeke in Azerbaijan, but
So, guys, here's what happened. Dan won games 2 and 3. Jeremy won game 1 and tiebreaker, but tiebreaker does not count in case there's not a tie there. So Dan is a champion.
Well done
for
Dan.
today. Before we go, I'm gonna let you plug whatever you want or give us a nugget steak of any kind of you have on your chest. Take it off your chest. So Dan, let's start with you.
So I'm sure probably everybody on this panel and maybe many of your listeners heard the Hoops Tonight thing that Adam Morris did with Jason Timpf.
Yes.
And one of the extensive things they talked about was Jokic taking over a leadership role. And I've just been reflecting on that. We saw it, we saw it like in, grabbing the clipboard, that even to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think that the departure of Malone frees Jokic up to do a lot more of that than he would have been capable of doing with Michael Malone around. And I don't know. I can't say how much that means, but if you're freeing up what's obviously one of the greatest basketball minds ever to talk more about that and to be more vocal and more teaching about that, I think that can't help but be a really good thing. And an observation on this show that I really appreciated was Ray's observation earlier about Jokic playing with his national team. And, there's undeniably a Serbian style of basketball. And so, hey, Jokic is going to have, 3.5, 4 weeks here with the fellas, boning up on all that Serbian stuff they do. And it can't help but advance the Nuggets cause next year, I think. That's what
Thank you. Jeremy.
Listen, y'all, I am just excited, man. I'm excited for this season coming up. I am, I think once we started seeing all those new additions and stuff coming in, I mean, listen, I already put money on the Nuggets to win this whole thing, right? Like, I am just super, super excited, y'all. I mean, Jokic finally has a backup. No disrespect to DeAndre Jordan. And I know a lot of Nuggets fans felt like, DeMarcus Cousins was probably the best Nuggets backup center that Jokic has had. But I'm excited. This team feels like it has depth now, right? It feels like, with Bruce Brown back in the fold, and obviously with Tim Hardaway Jr. and with Cam Johnson essentially just filling in that 3 role, which I think he's going to do really well. I listen, I am excited. I'm ready for the Nuggets to play OKC again. I would love to see that rematch. Like, I'm really excited. So just go Nuggets, man. I don't have anything to plug, anything like that. I'm just excited. So go Nuggets.
I have to agree with you with the depth part, because I really appreciate the fact that we got 4 guys and everybody have heard of those guys. And at the same time, they're not 37, so we're not turning into Clippers. So this is why I'm really excited about getting actual NBA players on the roster and just having more veterans to count on. Ray, final thoughts.
Yeah, I'll try to be brief. Is that first things first? 4 Corners, we're doing a live show today at 4 p.m. Mountain in about an hour. And if you don't have time for that, I have a short video dropping sometime this evening when a copyright thing clears. But as far as the Nuggets go, I'm super excited to see. Obviously, as you guys mentioned, they have veterans. They have guys who seem like they can rely on. But I'm also excited for the opportunity to find a balance between the youth and the maturity. I feel like they've got, between Christian and Peyton and Julian and Duran, they've got a set of guys who, you're excited about their growth, who they can at the very least eat minutes, if not grow into players you want to trust down the stretch. And that hopefully through that, you can keep those guys who are veterans, who already know what they're doing. You can keep them fresh. And by the time you get to the end of the season, they're going to be ready one way or another. Somebody's going to be ready to contribute.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much for spending or wasting an hour of your life together with me today. Again, congrats to Dan for winning the game. I'm going to see you, Dan, again in several weeks when I start assembling the second round of this show. We're going to get 3 new contestants in the next show. And the next show, by the way, is going to be either in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, because I'm leaving for Greece in about 45 hours from now. So I'm going to spend some time with my family in Greece. And after, when I come back, we'll continue with the game shows for this season. And that is all I've prepared for you this week, my dear listener. And please, with the cherry on top, take the word prepared very loosely. Be well, be safe, be kind to everybody. Call your mom. And until next week, Coach Popeye Jones.